a lot of attractions, but if I put it in a nutshell, three really come to mind, both globally as well as in India. So starting with India, there's been a sea change over the last few years, a democratization of data, if I have to put it that way, and infrastructure layers, whether it's GST, whether it's Aadhaar, whether it's UPI. You go down the list, and that's creating and enabling a whole generation of new businesses to come up and take advantage of the fintech wave. The second really is, as you look around and you just look all the way around the world, customers are basically more interested in what happens in digitization of their front-end process at banks, and also data analytics and the back end, and frankly, everything in between. So as banks look to improve their technology, improve their digitization, the customer wants a very simple process which is similar to what they're used to on Google, Instagram, Facebook, and that's going to take a large amount of investment by the banks and financial product providers. And so when you think about it, just some of these waves themselves can spawn an entire set of businesses, and that's what I think is exciting about fintech.
Well, moving on from that, and you perhaps enumerated some of them already in what you've said, what do you see as the key trends for the coming 12 months for 2020 in fintech?
Well, some of them I already mentioned, but if you take the big key trend right now is investments in data analytics and really the back-end business intelligence that banks need for consumer lending, that insurance companies need. And given this democratization of data, you're going to see this entire investment cycle only accelerate from what's happening.
It's a matter of processing the information, isn't it? Because banks know a lot of things, but they don't actually know what they know in a usable fashion at the moment.
Absolutely right. So not only processing the information, but processing all different types of information in different formats from different sources. And that requires, and not only processing it, but processing it quickly, because the customer wants a decision yesterday. And that's what the banks need to do.
Or maybe last night, because of course
right.
you've got not just retail customers, but business customers as well, wanting to do their transactions with banks 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, at a location of their choosing, not a location of the bank's choosing.
I think that's absolutely right. That's absolutely right.
Which all sounds fantastic. We painted a rosy picture, but are there any speed bumps in the road? What do you think are going to be the challenges as opposed to the opportunities next year?
I think, look, what is the biggest challenge in front of fintech is regulatory. How are different countries cross? Data is data. It doesn't matter where it resides. It doesn't matter whose data it is. Ultimately, all fintech providers, banks, financial institutions that are coming under the regulatory spotlight are going to have to be smart as an industry as to how they navigate what is a potentially very tricky area, but keep their mind on the consumer. If they do what's right for the consumer, ultimately the consumer matters. I think they'll be fine. That's going to be the biggest challenge. It has been the biggest challenge, but I'm confident that it's speed bumps, not large walls.
Vishal Mahadevia, thank you very much.
Thank you.